Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're the place that helps you cut through the noise, taking sources and pulling out the insights you really need. Basically, a shortcut to getting informed. Today, we're taking a closer look at specialized memory care. Specifically, we're honing in on the model used by Pinnacle Group Homes. We've got some of their brochures here, and, well, our mission is to figure out what makes their approach genuinely different. So whether you're maybe exploring options for someone in your family, or perhaps you're just curious about where memory care is heading, we're going to explore what really sets Pinnacle apart. Get ready, because we're about to uncover a model that focuses on a true sense of home and very personalized care. It definitely challenges some norms. Okay, so let's start right there. This idea of a true home-like environment. In a field where facilities can often feel, well, pretty institutional, maybe even a bit cold. What does that actually mean day to day at Pinnacle, based on what we're seeing here?
Yeah, it's interesting. What's immediately striking is how they seem to foster that real feeling of home. The brochures, they talk a lot about comfortable, familiar settings, warm, inviting, relaxing. And the core of that really seems to be their structure, a maximum of just 6 residents per home. That small scale, it just immediately sets them apart from, those bigger, more standardized places.
6 residents. Wow. And it sounds like that personal feel goes right down to the individual rooms, too, not just the shared spaces.
Exactly. Yeah, the sources point out that private bedrooms can be decorated based on the resident's own taste, often using their own furniture. And that might seem like a small detail, but it's pretty profound, actually. It lets people keep that sense of familiarity, of ownership. Think about bringing your own favorite chair or pictures. It keeps those connections alive, makes the space truly feel like their home,
That makes total sense. So this small, intimate setting, that must really change how the daily care works, and the staffing, too. This feels like where the personalization would really, really show up.
It absolutely does. And this brings up a really important point about the quality of that care. The brochures mention these remarkably high staff-to-resident ratios. They talk about averages like 4-to-1, sometimes even 5-to-1. So that means 1 caregiver for every 4 residents. And that means they're not just around, they're truly available, pretty much steps away. It allows for continuous, round-the-clock attention. And that kind of individualized focus, well, it's just often not possible in larger places where care can be more standardized, task-based.
A 4-to-1 ratio, that really does sound impressive. So how does that play out in terms of, say, activities and just daily life for the residents? Is it just structured schedules, or is it more tailored?
Well, connecting that ratio back, it means the staff can genuinely focus on activities that center on the familiar parts of everyday life, not just, filling time. The sources really emphasize learning each resident's individual life story. And it's not just about knowing their past. It's about using that knowledge now to connect with them, support their skill, their talents, hobbies, what they enjoy. Maybe someone loved gardening, so they help them tend to some indoor plants. Or a music lover gets to listen to their favorite songs in a really comfortable space. It's about meaningful engagement, not just ticking boxes.
And the caregivers themselves, it sounds like they need pretty specific skills for this. It's not just general elder care, right?
Indeed. Yeah, Pinnacle's caregivers, they get extensive training. And it's specifically for folks dealing with dementia, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, Lewy body dementia. These are conditions that, well, they all present unique challenges, needing a very specialized patient approach. Then their admin team, they take it another step. They create these personalized service plans for every single resident, addressing specific physical, mental, medical needs. It's sort of like a custom roadmap for each person's care journey, making sure everything is really fine-tuned.
Okay, so beyond the very personal care and the staffing model, what about the practical side? Things that really matter for families' peace of mind. Let's talk money and the daily basics.
Right. A really big point, highlighted in both sources actually, is their all-inclusive price.
Yeah.
They're very clear about it. One simple monthly fee covers everything they provide.
Everything.
That's what they say. No hidden fees, no add-ons, no surprise charges, no sliding scales for service plans. And in this industry, where costs can sometimes be, well, unpredictable, that transparency is a huge differentiator. It really offers peace of mind for families, letting them focus on their loved one, not the bills.
That transparency sounds like a massive relief. Okay, what about the actual quality of day-to-day living? Meals, medication management,
Yeah.
and obviously safety. How's that handled?
So on the daily stuff, meals are dietitian approved, prepared fresh every day by food safe managers. They mention using fresh produce, good quality meats, so not institutional food. Medications, that's carefully monitored by their medical staff, making sure everyone gets the right meds at the right time. Crucial. And then for safety, the homes sound really well equipped. Fire sprinklers, smoke alarms monitored 24/7, exit doors with alarms, even fire extinguishing hoods over the stoves. Plus, ADA-approved entrances and exits, no steps, it's comprehensive. It's not just ticking boxes. It feels like a real commitment to creating a secure environment where families can genuinely relax knowing their loved one is safe.
Okay, so with all this emphasis on feeling like home, the personalized care, what does this actually mean for families, for those who want to stay really involved in their loved one's life?
Yeah, that's a really important piece of their model, it seems. Pinnacle actively promotes and encourages families to stay connected. It's not just visiting hours. Family and friends are always welcome. They can come spend time with the residents, with the caregivers. The sources even give examples, staying to chat, watch a movie, maybe a football game, do a puzzle, play a game, do crafts together. It's this real integration of family life that truly reinforces that home-like feeling. It becomes a place where families can keep making memories together, not just feel like visitors.
So we've taken quite a deep dive here into Pinnacle Group Home's approach to memory care. We've seen how their unique home-like setting, those impressive staff ratios, the all-inclusive pricing, and the strong safety measures all kind of weave together. It's clear their whole design is aimed at delivering highly personalized care in a setting that feels genuinely familiar.
This look at Pinnacle's model, it really raises a bigger question for all of us, doesn't it? In this world of, increasingly complex care choices, how much do these specifics like only having 6 residents or digging into life stories or that transparent pricing, how much do they actually shape what we should expect from truly effective, truly compassionate memory care? For you listening, thinking about these differences isn't just comparing brochures. It's about figuring out what really defines quality care and peace of mind when you're considering options for someone you love. It kind of pushes us to look beyond just the surface and really think about what it means to be cared for in a place that feels like a genuine home, promoting dignity and connection through it all. And if you are looking for more details, you can find them at 3500 Diana Queen Drive in Muscatine, Iowa, or check out their website, pinnaclememorycare.com. You can also call them for a tour. That number is 563-554-4041. Barbara Stockfleet is the executive administrator there. Tours run Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., or you can set up an appointment any day of the week.
Thank you for watching. We hope to see you again.
Schedule your visit today. Call Barbara Stockfleet at 563-554-4041 or email her at barbara@pinnaclememorycare.com.